Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are diving into one of the most fundamental concepts in Python, and that is primitive data types. Python has several built-in data types, but in this video we are going to focus on the four most common types, which are integer, float, string, and boolean. So with that being said, let us dive in. I can have my comments here by simply saying integer. An integer type is a whole number. Example, we can have 1, we can have 20, we can have 90, we can have -4. All these are example of an integer type because they are just whole number. So that is what we need to take note of. Then moving on, we are moving to the type of float. A float is any number that has a decimal point. They are just decimal numbers. Example, we can have 2.3, 5.8, 9, 9.0. Also, we can have 10.6. All these are example of a float type in Python because they have decimal points. Then moving on, we are moving to the type of string. A string is a sequence of characters. Example, we can have hello. Hello here is a type of string because it is surrounded inside a double quotation mark. It can be a single or double quotation mark. That is how we can denote a type of string in Python. Also, we can have hello world. So this is also an example of a type of string because it is inside a single quotation mark. Then lastly, we are moving to the type of Boolean. A Boolean is either a true or false value. I can say true or false. Then I'm going to give some basic examples on these four basic data types so we can understand them better. We need to understand these data types because they are essential for writing efficient Python program. So let's break them down with some examples. I can have a comment here, integer. Then I'm going to have my variable name, x is equals to 10. Then I can have y is equals to 7. I have z is equals to 6. What I have done here is that I have assigned my integer type to a variable name. Then I'm going to print them out. I can say print integer type. Then I'm going to pass my variable, which are x, comma, y, comma, z. So let me run my Python file. Good, we have our integer type, which are 10, 7, and 6. So what we have done here is that we have printed out our integer type. Then moving on, let us look into the float type. I can have a comment here by simply saying float. Then I can have a is equals to 23.1. I can have b is equals to 7.5. Then I can have c is equals to 12.5. Then I'm going to print them out. I can say print float type is, then I can have my variable name, which are a, comma, b, comma, c. So let me run my file. Good, we have our float type, so which are 23.1, 7.5, and 12.5, which has decimal points. Then moving on, let us look into the type of string. I can have my comments here by simply saying string. A string is a sequence of characters. Example, we can have name, is equals to Python. This is a type of string because it is surrounded inside a double quotation mark. I can as well have a variable name. I can call it greetings is equals to hello world. Then I'm going to say print string uh, string type. Then I'm going to pass my variable which are name, comma, greetings. So let me run my file. Good. We have our string type, which are Python hello world. So this is how we can denote a type of string. Then lastly, we're going to look into the types of Boolean. I can have my comments here by simply saying Boolean. Then I'm going to have my variable name. I can say is underscore Python fun is equals to true. Then I'm going to have a variable name called is Java easy, then is equals to false. Then I'm going to print it out. I can say print Boolean values. Then I'm going to pass my variable name, comma, is Python fun, then is Java easy. So let me run my file for us to see the output. Good. We have our outputs here, which are Boolean values, which are true or false. So what we have covered here is that we have covered the four primitive data types in Python, which are integer, float, string, and Boolean. And that's quick breakdown of Python primitive data types. If anyone has question about what we have covered here, feel free to ask in the comment section below. Then I'm going to do my best to answer them all. And if you found this video helpful, please make sure you give it a like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. And bye for now.